Good day, Leo, and welcome to my channel. This is your weekly reading for April 14th to the 20th. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Let's go ahead and take a look at your affirmation for the week. I have been given endless talents which I begin to utilize today. I have been given endless talents which I begin to utilize today. Universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Six of spades, two of spades, 10 of clubs, and the two of clubs. Okay, so your general energy for the week is waiting and delays. So, yeah, when it comes to waiting and delays, you want to figure out what you're going to do, like if it's good or bad, if the outcome is good or bad on whatever it is. And this waiting and delays can be really anything. It can be love, it can be business, it can be whatever, and you're just waiting. It could be test results or whatever, and what you don't want to do is you don't want to sit there and surmise how can it be bad? How can it be good? You don't want to do that because you will wreck your mind with a billion scenarios, right? You'll drive yourself crazy. So, with it being in this position, there may be more than one thing that you're waiting or there's delays on. So I do feel like there's going to be quite a few waiting and delays going on this week. And so it's going to be a struggle to not sit there and wonder, how is it going to be good? How is it going to be bad? But you need to do that so you don't drive yourself crazy. And definitely, it looks like you're either going to be traveling or you need to travel. And by doing so, that's going to bring you peace of mind, which is good when you're waiting and when there's waiting and delays, right? Because then you take your mind off of that bullshit, like you should be, and focusing more on just enjoying the environment around you. You can really travel anywhere. I prefer to travel outside the city and go into the country. I think I just feel like, getting away from all the sirens and all that stuff really helps. What's crazy is that this card has came up with most of the people I've already read for this week. So man, you might have people traveling with you. I do feel that. I feel like it's not going to be just you and one other person. I feel like it's going to be a group of people that you're going to be traveling with, or that you should be traveling with, that maybe you should be traveling with a group of people. But yeah, this is going to help you move on with life. This is going to bring nuance to your life. It's going to probably have some aha moments or whatever, but definitely be doing some traveling. In the middle of the week, you have broken communication. And you need to seek out wisdom. You need to seek out the wisest person that you know based on the communication. Say the communication is about math, right? Then you want to go and talk to the person that you know knows the most about math, right? That's how this works, and that person is going to help you fix that broken communication. Uh, but then we lead here to the end of the week. This could be part of the broken communication. Looks like you're fed up with a burden, all right? And it looks like you're wanting to give into that burden and be like, well, I guess this is just my life and that's all there is to it. And I feel like you get to that point where you want to give into it because of the waiting and delay somehow. Somehow, I think the waiting and delays is going to cause you to decide before you know your answer to whatever that is, to just give in to the burden. And yeah, the cards are saying don't give up. The end is near. A lot of times with this card, I will say that a lot of times it's up to us to remove burdens, but I feel like you're waiting on something to help you remove this burden. But you might try to give up before the answer comes to you. And so don't be doing that. Don't give into this burden. Okay, whatever it may be. It can be a job, it can be a person, it can be whatever. But don't be giving into it. Okay, when you're feeling like giving up at the end of the week because the delays are taking forever, don't give up, don't give in. You just wait. Okay, just wait. It's going to be a big waiting game, and I know how much that sucks. And I would just say, yeah, fill your life with travel this week. I think even more so than just the beginning of the week. I think that you need travel throughout the whole week, just to alleviate some of this bullshit that you got going on here. I feel like a pain in the head, right? Um, that you're just overwhelmed or whatever. That's what I'm feeling here. The card ain't here, but I feel an overwhelmed feeling going on. And yeah, you got to be careful of how you're thinking. Don't overthink this waiting and delays. Don't give in to whatever this burden is. The waiting and delays will come to an end. And but for some of you, maybe you just need to look harder on this burden and see if there's a way to remove it out of your life. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot cards have to say. Universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Yep, exactly. You got the devil here, which is a it's a soul sucking beast, right? It's somebody that drains you of your energy, and I feel like this is what's draining you of your energy more than a person. I mean, you got this broken communication here, so there is a person involved here, but more so than anything, I feel like the waiting and delays is what is sucking your soul, is draining your energy. And like I said, when it comes to burdens, a lot of times we can set ourselves free. And I feel like the waiting and delays is the burden. I feel like that's the big burden here. And if you look at the chains around these people's necks, they're very loose and their hands aren't tied or anything. They can easily just release themselves of the devil and move on. And I think that's just something that you really need to open your eyes up to. But I feel like you're just stuck with this burden already at the beginning of the week, and you need to not have that energy, man. You gotta let it go. You gotta let yourself go from that burden of the waiting and delays. Okay, what's gonna happen is gonna happen when it comes to these waiting and delays. There's nothing that you can do about it. Okay, and definitely worrying all week and stressing yourself out is not going to help you whatsoever. Okay, travel, definitely travel in during this week, and in the middle of the week, seek out that wisdom. But there you go. I hope this resonates. I hope it helps in some way. If it does, hit that like button, and if you would, please comment, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you back here next week, and until then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.